But whilst the pragmatic reality of tournament football dictates that a positive result today would indeed be a significant positive, there is a clamour for more fluidity after Sunday's opening game and the desire to see potential solutions to those niggling, familiar, unanswered questions. Gareth Southgate starts with the same side that beat Serbia. Pickford in goal for his 21st tournament game, more than any other England keeper ever. A back four of Walker, Stones, Gahey and Trippier for his 50th cap. Rice and Alexander-Arnold in midfield. Saka, Bellingham and Foden with Kane up front. Denmark have Schmeichel in goal, Anderson, Christensen and Vestergaard at centre-half. Mæhle, Højbjerg, Hjulmand and Christensen with Eriksen behind Højlund and Vin up front. Danish fans to our left, England fans, a sea of white to our right. The stadium two-tiered, it's a shallow and low tier beneath the row of hospitality boxes. A steeper top tier above them, stretching high up within this bowl of a stadium to the closed roof. And that has made for a humid and airless atmosphere. Denmark, red shirts, white shorts and red socks. England in their home kit again, white shirts and dark blue shorts with white socks. The two teams have swapped round, so England in the first half will be kicking from left to right. Well, you would hope from an England perspective that was their worst 45 minutes of the tournament out the way. Feels as though it can only get better from there. It was interesting, just before the second half starts, Stuart looking at the average positions that the players had in the first half, but both of the Danish fullbacks' average position was higher than that of Harry Kane's.
Yeah, and that probably sends a message out and tells you everything, you know, and I certainly think, you know, I understand they're playing wing-backs, you know, so you'd expect them to be a little bit higher, but probably our fullbacks as well need to take a leaf out of that book and get more advanced and more aggressive in their play.
So we're back underway. England white shirts, dark blue shorts. They're kicking from right to left in this second half, and they get an early free kick as Højlund is flagged offside. No changes, so it's Pickford in goal, Walker, Stones, Gahey and Trippier, Rice and Alexander-Arnold, Saka, Bellingham, Foden and Kane. For Denmark, Schmeichel in goal, Anderson, Vestergaard, Christensen, Mæhle, Højbjerg, Hjulmand and Christiansen, and then Eriksen behind Højlund and Vin. And England have the ball at the back again with Stones. Worked out towards the right-hand side for Kyle Walker, who tried to slot one up a thin corridor down the right-hand touchline for Bukayo Saka. Too thin, as it turned out. And it's gone out of play for a throw, which will be taken on the Danish left. Throw which took a spiteful bounce over Højlund. England can clear. Hjulmand picking it up in the midfield, down towards Mæhle. Mæhle has been a real menace pushing forward from right wing back for the Danes, but if England can push him back, we might see less of movement like this as he gets another ball inside the air and sets it up for Vin. That's taking a deflection. Højlund's trying to get in there, bounces England's way. Trippier will try and hook it away, did so with his left foot. It went just skied high up in the air. Pickford can come out and catch it. There's no way that was going to be deemed as a deliberate back pass. Then the ball played forward through the midfield again to Trent Alexander-Arnold, who was very nearly caught in possession. The referee's done him a favour, said he was fouled, and it's a free kick to England inside their own half.
Yeah, it was just delayed on the ball too long, got shut down and had no pass on whatsoever. It's fortunate to draw a foul then.
Bellingham for Rice, and turn back towards Jude Bellingham again. Bellingham coming forward inside Danish territory. Declan Rice loses possession. Just had red shirts converging on him very quickly, and they pinch the ball off him. On a side that are capable of executing a very energetic press, even if they're susceptible to one themselves. We haven't really seen that from England in the 25 minutes, half an hour since England scored the goal. We've seen it plenty of times from Denmark. Very good side of defending from the front.
And the biggest commodity England need at the moment is energy in this team, and at the moment we're flat as a pancake, we really are.
Gahey did well. Dealt with Hoyland. Kane working it out towards the right-hand side for Bukayo Saka. Saka making his way forward. Outside him is Kyle Walker. Walker gets there, plays it back for Kane, who's dropped off again. Down towards Saka. Saka tiptoes his way past a couple. Harry Kane has it. England just forced to go back. There was a little bit of pace in that counter-attack, but Denmark very quickly got themselves back behind the ball, and it's 5-4-1 when they are defending. They can get into a shape very quickly. Foden back for Rice. Stones brings the ball through the centre circle, just invites a challenge from Hoyland before flicking it out to his Manchester City teammate Kyle Walker. Luminous yellow boots, back for Rice, worked forward again by Alexander-Arnold, who's just dropped a little bit deeper at times in this second half and almost split the England centre halves. England then just play an aimless ball forward towards the edge of the penalty area, almost drifts out of play for a throw and go within 10 yards of any man in white. And Denmark are going to be able to bring it away for turning it back from the goal scorer Hjelmen to Schmeichel. Schmeichel's ball forward. Walker comes to meet him. Looping header from him. Knocked away by Vestergaard. Brought down by Højbjerg, who's lost it. Good play by Bellingham to win it back. Eriksson then does likewise, comes back in and picks Jude's pocket in the midfield. Bellingham still down, still not happy with the Portuguese referee, still moaning about it when he gets back to his feet. They need to continue, get a grip of this, because there's been no discernible improvement really. The opening 4-5 minutes of the second half here on TalkSport, where it's still one apiece.
It is, and Jude's looking around for a bit of charity here from the referee, and I'm afraid you have to create your own charity game on game on game. As I say, for me it wouldn't be too long before I looked to the bench and said which one of the players who sat behind me can offer me energy, because this performance certainly needs it. Gallagher springs to mind, Watkins probably as well to stretch the opposition, I would suspect. Potentially Bowen as well.
Now Bellingham with a good touch has found Alexander-Arnold, and England have got 4 against 3 if they can work it right, and they can't, because the ball from Trent went behind Kane and Foden. England have still maintained possession, but as it goes back for Trippier, there are now 8 in red between him and goal. Bellingham for Walker. Just another little insight into how England might be able to break quickly. Bukayo Saka's got it, right-hand side of the area, stands it up to the far post. Foden bringing it down. He sees it cleared off his toes outside the penalty area. Gahey to Trippier. Good reverse ball down the left-hand side of the box. This is better, more enterprising attacking play from England. Bellingham on the left-hand side of the penalty area lays it back for Kieran Trippier again. Trippier to Declan Rice. Rice sets the sights, it's deflected, and Schmeichel dives to his left to serve.
Better by England there, and the catalyst being Saka. Ball out to him, and one-on-one, you can tell he's got the ability to go past someone. The encouragement has to be there to say every time you get that ball, go and take someone on.
It's a shot from distance that just took a little nick. Schmeichel was able to make the save. That's how the goal that they conceded the other day against Slovenia came about. Shot from a similar kind of position, took a more substantial deflection, and wrong-footed Schmeichel and beat him. 1-1 draw between Denmark and Slovenia, where Denmark lost their way in the second half of that game. England have lost their way in this one from the moment they took the lead. Rice into the feet of Bellingham, and now back towards Mark Gahey. He's circumnavigating another little bit of a pitch that is not as it should be. It's been ripped up from previous skirmishes. England have still got the ball and will bring it towards the edge of the centre circle. Alexander-Arnold to his left-hand side for Mark Gahey. 7 gone in the second half, and it's still 1 apiece. Alexander-Arnold looking long this time, spearing it over the top of the back line. Saka trying to bring it down. He's knocked it past Schmeichel, but only into the side netting. Waiting for the ball to come down. He was under pressure from Christiansen. He saw that Schmeichel was coming out. He was brave, Bukayo Saka, threw himself at it, got his header past the goalkeeper, but the angle was too tight for him.
Literally from the ball over the top of the back line, struggled to deal with Saka. Great run by him once again, and showed a bit of bravery to get his head on it. Schmeichel was a bit fearful of giving a penalty away, I believe, and I think I've just seen Gallagher down on the touchline looking to come on. It's that energy, and hopefully it's infectious.
Conor Gallagher will be on in a moment. Early in the second half, we played only 8 minutes of the second period. It would be the earliest substitution that Gareth Southgate's ever made in a tournament game in a situation where England weren't comfortably ahead. It is just going to be Gallagher. He'll be on in the next break in play. You would imagine for Trent, the ball is played forward by the Danes again, headed away by Mark Gahey, flicked round the corner by Mæhle, helped on by Hjulmand, but Højbjerg is offside. And it's going to be a free kick that will be taken by England just outside their own penalty area. Let's go pitch side. And our England correspondent, Faye Carruthers, can fill us in with details of this change. Faye?
Yeah, Conor Gallagher is coming on, and you were right, Trent Alexander-Arnold is coming off. Conor was just taking on instructions from Paul Nevin and from the goalkeeping coach, actually, Martin Margetson as well. So they're just going to try and shore up this defence a little bit, and as Stuart said, bring a little bit of energy onto the pitch.
Yeah, as I say, it's purely that for me. It's the energy. Someone to get around the opposition, to hurry them, get on the ball, knit things together. Gallagher's forte, and I all feel sorry for Trent because I don't think he's had a forward pass on. I really don't, you know. You see him in a Liverpool shirt and it's like the red arrows in front of him with Salah and one or two others bursting in behind and running behind, chasing lost causes. There's certainly no sign of anyone chasing a lost cause at the moment.
Yeah, the red arrows this time into England's faces. The ball cleared by Pickford, long from inside his own penalty area, won by Kane. And now brought forward by Bellingham, who's done well to win the seconds. Jude Bellingham to his left-hand side. Foden checks his run to bring the ball under control. Slips it down the left-hand side of the penalty area again for Bellingham. And it's cleared and put out of play by Hjulmand. The throw that will be taken on the England left, down by the corner flag. England still haven't had a corner in this game. 10 minutes into the second half, and we're in Frankfurt. And it remains 1-1. Just the odd fleeting sign of encouragement for England.
Just saying the importance of this game and potential victory as well. The fact that you would avoid the Germans potentially in the next round if we end up finishing second in the group. They look as though they're going to win theirs or have won their group.
Yeah, the runners-up of England's group, Group C, will play the winners of Group A in Dortmund, which you would imagine is going to be Germany. I think the position that everybody is in will be a major shock if it isn't. Saka towards the edge of the penalty area here. Schmeichel is beaten, the shot hits the post, it comes back outside the 6-yard box, and England can't get Bukayo Saka on the follow-up. But that was much better, and Foden's inches away from restoring the lead.
Yeah, great strike from Foden there, but it's Saka again weaving his magic on the width. He's ball inside, picked out Foden brilliantly, I've got to say, and his shot beats Michael Cannon back off the post.
Do you sense an improvement over the last 3 or 4 minutes?
Yeah, I do, but there's a bit more energy. That comes from someone turning, someone facing the opposition up, and someone running. It was Bellingham who done it slightly earlier, then it's Saka, and then on that occasion just turning, Foden, turning, facing the opposition goal.
Well, the Danes are going to make a double change, and Christiansen and Vim are the players that have come off. Miguel Damsgaard of Brentford coming on, and also the wing-back Alexander Ba. The Benfica player comes on. He was the one that was left out of the starting line. So he will come on and play on the right, and they've moved Mæhle out to the left. And Damsgaard will play slightly deeper than Vim. Højbjerg through the middle, Højlund through the middle, I beg your pardon, and Damsgaard and Eriksson almost a split tens in behind them. 1-1, 57 gone. And England with a throw as the long ball forward down towards the pacey bar on this near touchline is overhit and goes out for a throw that Kieran Trippier will take. Well, plenty of chance for you to react to everything that you've seen and heard today with this England performance immediately after the full-time whistle. Adrian and Stuart taking your calls here on 03717 223344. The boys on the sports bar likewise tonight from 10 o'clock. Don't forget we've got Italy-Spain in between times, which is an 8 o'clock kickoff in Gelsenkirchen here on TalkSport with Alex Rigg and Alan Pardew talking through the action tonight, that heavyweight clash in the Ruhr Valley. Damsgaard involved in the action straight away. Swoop on inside the penalty area, and Pickford came to meet it, couldn't get there. Rice is going to be able to chest it down and poke it away. Foden, I think, thought that there should be an offside flag and stands hands out, imploring the assistant referee. But nothing given. It will be a Denmark throw. And they've got a good long throw on them. It's launched inside the penalty area. England win it in the air and then win the seconds on the edge of the box, significantly with Bukayo Saka, forcing Denmark back towards halfway, where it's been given away cheaply by Anderson, and Kane can get the ball under control, and that's a great pass from him. And towards Bukayo Saka. Saka towards the edge of the penalty area, waiting for the support to arrive, if indeed he needs any, but he sent a shot across the face of goal and wide.
Yeah, good crossfield ball there by Kane, and when Saka received it, he just had one defender fronting him up, and he probably should have gone after him straight away. He's delayed slightly to get the ball under control, and in the end they've doubled up. But he's a real threat to them, he really is, and the fact that they've taken Christensen off tells you everything.
Yeah, Mailer on the left, but on the right hand side now. It's going to be Mailer that will be trying to keep an eye on Bukayo Saka. Will be able to force him back and stop Mailer's attacking threat, although there's plenty of it on this near touchline now for Denmark. An hour in, a very pleasant summer's evening here in Frankfurt, although the roof is closed. It remains very airless. It'll be a hot, strict tapping down at pitch level. Gallagher, he's put in, winning it back, finding Trippier to Foden clipping it, left-footed out towards the right-hand side. A sense that England slowly are beginning to wrestle control back in this game. Saka, right-hand side of the area, tries to pull back, couldn't find Bellingham. Left body's back in red to be able to get it away. Gahey heading it to halfway. Stones will turn it all the way back for Jordan Pickford, and here comes the press. Pickford gets there and knocks it away from Højlund easily. And England can play out from the back and then give it away again. A number of misplaced passes there have been from England players. Walker was the perpetrator of that. And as a result, having presented it straight to Højbjerg, he then had a foul. And it's a free kick to Denmark over on the left-hand touchline.
Yeah, Cole Walker there didn't have a pass on, coming back towards his own goal on the width, and just ended up giving the ball away. I think at the moment, I can't remember Jude Bellingham performance being as flat as it is at the moment, and I'd say similar to about Harry Kane as well.
So I'll ask your thoughts as to what the next changes should be very imminently. First of all, this Christian Eriksen free kick to defend. And a really poor one. And he's hit Bukayo Saka, who's standing 10 yards away, almost as a token gesture. And he's giving him an uppercut to the bottom of the chin with the free kick. Saka did well to stay on his feet. He had the old wobbly legs for a moment, he's fine. Schmeichel comes out of his penalty area, and his poor clearance falls straight for Saka. He feeds Gallagher. Gallagher loses it and then wins it back, and then commits a foul and gets a yellow card. All in the space of 2 or 3 seconds. Conor Gallagher, the first England player booked in this tournament. There's another free kick to Denmark on halfway. 61 gone. 1-1 on TalkSport in Frankfurt.
Yeah, you're talking about utilising the bench. In all honesty, what I'm watching at the moment, I'd probably take Kane and Bellingham off, if I'm being honest with you. Put Foden in as a number 10, put Watkins on up front to offer us that energy and drive in behind to change the dynamic, and then whoever you want on the left-hand side, to be fair.
Now let's go back pitch side and join our correspondent, Baker Owens.
And Berechi, Eze are all warming up. They've all taken on gels as well, so potentially in the next few minutes we could see at least one, if not all 3 of them introduced.
It's the start of that, I do beg your pardon. Eze, who are the other 2?
Jared Bowen and Ollie Watkins.
Thank you, Eze, Bowen and Watkins, the 3 players who might be introduced shortly. 62 gone, it's 1-1. Yeah, for Denmark, who's had a really good game. Now finding Christian Eriksen. And Preston, just combining in the centre of midfield. Back now for Yannick Vestergaard. Vestergaard 8 yards yards inside his own half, clipping it for the Leicester man. He's just signed an extended contract in the East Midlands. Saka coming back. Looked like the ball hit his hand. Referee plays the advantage. Damsgaard, who scored the last time the two sides met for Denmark. Inside the penalty area, taking it on. Couldn't get past Kieran Trippier. And Trippier will get it away from the stumbling Damsgaard, and Rice is going to be able to play his way out. Bellingham flicking it on, looking for Kane. England struggling to get any kind of outball when they've got it. Then Rice sliding in, has lost it. Ericsson from distance, way over the bar. And out of play for a goal kick. 18 minutes into the second half, Stu. Changes imminent, changes necessary.
100%. We need some energy. Bellingham looks as though he's absolutely sold out, if I'm being honest with you. Harry up top as well, not offering a great deal of the team, and it will become decidedly more tougher this game if we do concede a goal. Make no mistake about that. And I would have thought that potentially Gareth and the team themselves would probably take what they've got at the moment if you give them a choice.
Well, a draw does keep England top of the group as things stand right now. It'll be England 4, Slovenia and Denmark 2 points apiece, and Serbia 1. That a victory in the last game against Slovenia will guarantee that England would win the group. They can guarantee that by winning this game tonight. 1-1 the score. England led for 17 first half minutes. Denmark equalising exactly half an hour ago. Gahey played forward towards Harry Kane. Kane turning, drawing Vestergaard out from the defensive line. Declan Rice working forward for Walker. Walker coming forward now towards the edge of the penalty area. Saka to his right, Bellingham to his left. Plays it in towards Jude Bellingham. Bellingham then running straight into Damsgaard, who's got the easiest job of being able to bring it away. He looks for Højlund, but Gahey wins it back. Gahey very nearly able to thread it through for Saka in between wing back and centre half. England get it back again after a skirmish in midfield. Walker getting the better of Hjulmand and getting it out towards Saka. Saka right hand side of the area, curves it in, too deep for Foden, and out of play for a goal kick. 1-1.
Yeah, unlucky there by Saka, just overcooked the cross. And every time it arrives at his feet, you think that's our best opportunity of breaking them down and getting the opportunity to score. Just looking at that situation there with Bellingham, he slid in and basically just lost his footing, attempted to make a challenge.
Are you anticipating that Jude will be one of the players to make way here?
Well, if it was down to me, the answer is yes. I think he needs a break, and to be honest with you, he looks flat. He's so flat, it's incredible, you know.
Watkins, Bowen and Eze all about to be introduced. Triple change for England at the next break in play. Stones back for his goalkeeper Jordan Pickford letting the ball run across his body, poking it away from Højlund, out of the penalty area to Rice. Rice then under pressure, a hurried ball towards Gahey, and goes out of play for a corner. There are then words again between Rice and Pickford. It will be a corner, the first of this second half, which the Danes will take. They're going to make a change before the corner, and they're going to be bringing on the vastly experienced striker Josef Poulsen, the Leipzig player. He will replace Højlund. So a like-for-like up front, a striker for a striker as they prepare to take this corner. And RB Leipzig's record all-time goal scorer Josef Poulsen will come on.
Well, I'll tell you now what the players will be telling you in the press conference afterwards. The pitch was terrible, you know, and Declan was one there, ball played into him by the goalkeeper, miscontrolled it, put it out for a corner. Let's hope it's not costly.
Corner that Ericsson will take, lofted in towards the penalty spot, too high for Vestergaard. Damsgaard trying to pick it up. He'll get a second bite of the cherry, fires one in from distance, and Pickford can claim it relatively easily. He scored that goal against England in the semi-finals of the Euros in 2021. He hasn't scored an international goal since. He hasn't scored a goal at all since then. He hasn't scored a club goal since 2020. Testing Pickford there. Pickford playing it out from the back. England working down the left-hand side with Foden to Rice. Played forward towards Kane. Run back by the Danes. Still England not in a position to make this triple change as yet. Barr's done well for the Danes on the right-hand touchline. It's the near side. England substitute stand hands on hips waiting for their entrance. Christensen. Too much on that for Mailer. And now England will be able to rotate the pack. These changes being made midway through the second half. Now we're going to be seeing Watkins, Eza and Jarrod Bowen as well, I think.
Yeah, well, we've certainly got 3 players there that have got energy to burn, and they need to show that in abundance, really, to give this team a lift at present. And to be honest with you, I think that Foden wouldn't have been one of the ones I would take off on this occasion. I think he's probably been quite a bright spot for us today. I really do.
Well, Foden's the first off. Saka, the second man to leave the field. He does so via the far touchline, and Harry Kane is replaced by Watkins. So Bowen and Eza out wide, Watkins through the middle, Bellingham stays on, Gallagher already on, so England have made 4 changes, they've got 1 left. What are your thoughts?
Well, I think my opinion is this, I think Saka and Foden, certainly Saka, very, very unfortunate to be taken off. Jude Bellingham would have been the first one I took off. I think he's just lacking a bit of energy in the game today.
So as things stand at the moment, England still with plenty to play for in Cologne on Tuesday. They will meet Slovenia. It will, of course, be live on Talk Sport.
I'd have been more tempted to put Foden into the number 10 slot where Jude is at the moment and let him forage around in that area.
Now England, with all of these riches in terms of forward-thinking players, will the depth of the squad really come to the fore now? 1-1 the scoreline, 20 minutes to go here in Frankfurt. A little bit more breeze coming into the stadium now down pitch level, I'm led to believe. There's Gahey. Down to the England left-hand side again for Kieran Trippier. Gahey has it again. Gahey rolling it across the face of the penalty area out towards John Stones. Eza playing on the left and Bowen on the right, as you would imagine. Ollie Watkins through the middle. Watkins rather than Tony, the right call for you with the game as it is at the moment?
Well, you need someone to stretch the opposition, and his first interaction there, Watkins, is looking to spin him behind in the channel, albeit the ball didn't come and he had to check his run. But 100% Watkins, yes, his introduction, his energy is exactly what's needed, more so than Tony's hold-up play.
Now Kyle Walker has taken a throw quickly, which he played a big part in winning after he intercepted a crossfield ball from Mailer. Stones falling to the feet of Jude Bellingham. Now towards Gallagher. Now towards the England right-hand side again for Walker. Bellingham drawing the challenge, flipping it past Poulsen. Stones to his left-hand side for Rice. Trippier hugging the left-hand touchline, supplying the width. Berrichiez has got the ball, winning his 5th cap today. It's his first ever appearance in tournament football. Bellingham, good ball in. Watkins, the angle's tight, and he's forced to save Alex Schmeichel to win England that first corner.
That's what you need from Watkins. That's what Watkins will give you. As I say, twice now he's checked in behind. Great run. Cross the back of the centre half. In behind the left side of centre half. And they can't deal with it. They're lacking pace. And if he keeps doing that and we keep supplying the ball, we've got a chance.
Saved by Schmeichel off his inner thigh. Ball out of play for this first corner for England. It's coming the 72nd minute. It's a congested 6-yard box. Flighted in there, headed away. Comes out for Trippier. Trippier heads it behind square for Gallagher. Gallagher takes the touch, tries to find Eza, who can't get there. The through ball is on towards Eriksson. Gallagher comes back to cover his run on the counter-attack. Still problems for England here, backing off quickly. Poulsen with a layup back behind Eriksson. And England have now got 9 behind the ball, including Gallagher, who has been able to intercept Eriksson's next ball forward and block it. Denmark have still got it and will come again. That was nervy on the counter-attack. It was 2 against 2. If the Danes who worked it better, England was struggling. Back it comes from Barr. Arne Christensen to Vestergaard. Exchanging passes with Pierre Højbjerg. Ball out towards Mailer. England's back line backing off with Mailer in possession just for a moment. Into the feet of Eriksson, turning it cleverly round the corner. Shot from distance. Pickford parries it away. Might break out for Mailer. Doesn't quite outside the penalty area. Mailer lunging in has caught his man and gets a yellow card. It's a poor challenge. He just tried to win the ball. It was a genuine attempt to win it, but he was there high and late. And he's booked.
Yeah, he certainly was. It's quite a bad one. He's caught Bowen, I think, was from that parry from Pickford. As I say, we've shown a bit more energy up top with Watkins bursting in behind on a couple of occasions, and we need to keep supplying him. Encourage the run.
Between the full-time whistle and 7:30, you'll hear reaction from the England manager and players. You'll also be able to give us your reaction as well, having your say on national radio with Adrian and Stuart taking your calls from 7:30. The build-up starts for Italy-Spain, which is our 8 o'clock kick-off live from Gelsenkirchen, and then the Sports Bar talking England, all things England and more from 10. England trying to bring the ball forward here with Bellingham as he won another corner. Yes.
Watkins it was. Watkins' energy once again causing a problem. You can see the fear factor in the back line of Denmark.
So 2 corners in the space of 3 minutes, had to wait more than an hour for the first. Owen's going to go out and take this one. Stones and Watkins both stand by the penalty spot. Declan Rice on the edge of the 6-yard box. Gahey is there as well. Bellingham in the near post area. Stones making a run in from deep. And it's headed away by Højbjerg. And Ezra will watch the ball go over the line and out of play for a throw. Not in any great hurry to take it. He just wants things to unfold for him. In fact, he's going to leave it for Walker. Walker, though, does show a real alacrity. Getting the ball down the line for Bowen. Bowen supplying him with the return ball, but not the best one because it's gone straight out of play. For a throw, Walker knows he's out of position and walks away with the ball just to give himself a chance of trotting back to get back in position to face this Mailer throw. And there are 15 minutes for either of these sides to win the game. England are victorious. They've won the group. Denmark will be second in the group going into that final game against Slovenia in Cologne. And you can hear it on Tuesday on TalkSport. Eriksson's got the ball in the centre circle. Trippier's done really well. He's unlucky that when he got there ahead of Barr, it's just run away from him into the Danish technical area and out of play for a throw. England have got 1 change left at their disposal. Stu, what do you think of that?
Well, I'm not seeing a deal of input. I would have kept Foden on the pitch, I've got to say, in that number 10 slot. So for me there wouldn't have been a need for that change unless you want to put Eza into that area and then look at potentially Gordon or Palmer on this left-hand side.
Ball over the top, Jarrod Bowen, and he has been guilty of a foul. The assistant referee over on the far touchline didn't flag. It was there to be won as it bounced awkwardly just on the halfway line. Bowen attacked him with Vestergaard and he got the better of him. Vestergaard ending up going to ground, and the referee said that it was because of Bowen.
I've got to say Vestergaard then would have been a fully paid up member of the Copenhagen and Dram Society the way he went to ground, for goodness sake. He
got the free kick. England had got away with one in the first half. The referee didn't play an advantage. Shot comes in from distance from Højbjerg. Pickford can get his hands behind it, bowls it out quickly for Kyle Walker. It's better from England. That's what they need to do. Walker and Gallagher with a little 1-2. Sliding challenge wins it back for the Danes. Back from Højbjerg to Mailer. Mailer through the centre circle into just a shaft of sunlight that's making its way into the stadium on this warm evening. 14 minutes to go. It has been a tournament that has provided late drama. We've seen some today in this group already, with Serbia scoring an equaliser 5 minutes into stoppage time. Will there be late drama here? Poulsen trying to get the better of Gahey. The ball is rolled over the line, and a goal kick to England is the result. 13 to go, 1-1.
Yeah, I think in talking about England players as well, I think Gahey has had a fairly solid game once again, Jim. I don't know what your thoughts on that.
I'd say the standout performer of England's back line.
Yeah, I think fair to say.
I think he's acclimatised himself to tournament football very ably. Still plenty of time to win it. Pickford getting the ball forward. Going up for it is Ollie Watkins. In the grand scheme of things, although this has been a performance that will be, again, dissected at length, a draw isn't the worst result in the world. We'll be top of the group, their fate very much in their own hands against Slovenia on Tuesday. So it wouldn't be the worst result. If England can get the winner here, win the group, it completely transforms things. I know that they'll be avoiding Germany. They'll have a draw in the easier half of the section, and they'll be able to rest players and rotate for that final group game, knowing that everything is sewn up. So that's the prize at stake here with 12 minutes to go. England have got it with Stones to his left-hand side for Mark Gahey. Gahey playing it forward to Ebere Chiesa. First time he's had the ball at his feet, and he's released quite beautifully Ollie Watkins. Watkins having to scamper after and actually can't keep it in. Looks as though Ezra put enough spin on the ball to hold it up before it rolled over the dead ball line. Not quite an execution of the pass, but just couldn't quite get it spot on. And he goes out to play for a goal kick that'll be taken by Kasper Schmeichel.
Watkins has spun him behind on 3-4 occasions now and started to stretch the opposition's back line, and to be fair, I think his introduction should have been slightly earlier, to be honest.
Schmeichel to take the goal kick. He's winning his 103rd cap today. He's so far a winner of this competition back in 1992. I think he's been part of the TalkSport team out here giving his thoughts on proceedings. And here today in Frankfurt, Eze, foul. Højbjerg claims that he took the ball. Referee disagreed. It's a free kick that will be taken on the England left-hand side by Trippier, and Pickford, a bundle of energy, raced out of the box to say, I want to take it, I want to lock it forward long. Trippier took it short, and then Pickford had to scamper back. Just seems to be a few moments where there's not coherent thought amongst the England players, not always on the same wavelength about what should be happening in given situations. We've got 10 minutes to go. Stones, down to his left for Gahey. 10 yards inside his own half. Gahey working forward, but Eze is beaten well by Anderson. Poulsen comes back and can link up the play, plays around Gallagher. And then Damsgaard involved along with Eriksson. Back again on halfway to the blonde-haired Danish goalscorer, Yeoman. And the ball picked up in the right wing-back position by the Danish number 2, Joachim Andersen. Andersen out of the left-hand side of his box to Vestergaard. A touch from Schmeichel. Forward into the feet of Damsgaard. He's given it away, and it goes out for a throw that'll be taken by England, forcing the error with their play off the ball. And it's a decent press from England that is giving them a chance now 25 yards outside the box.
Well, it's the team with the most energy and the most impetus to get on the front foot. It looks as though they might get the opportunity to win this game.
Skorbolsen is going to be coming on very shortly, and the familiar figure of Christian Nørgaard is going to be coming on as well. Denmark's final changes. Long ball over the top, too high for Watkins, headed away by Anderson, given away by Yeoman to Bellingham. Bellingham into the feet towards the edge of the penalty area. Watkins couldn't get it into his stride from Bowen's pass, but it's cleared now for an England throw over on the far touchline, 8 yards from the corner flag. Denmark will make their double change. So we're going to see Anders Skorbolsen come on, a player who is a winger, got 26 goals this season as Bruges won the Belgian title, 8 international goals to his name. He'll replace Christian Eriksen. And we're also going to be seeing Christian Nørgaard, the Brentford man who has come on as a substitute in 8 tournament games in his career now without ever having started one, and he will come on to supply some fresh legs in the midfield, straight like-for-like swap to replace Yeoman. And that's Denmark's hand play. England still with one change left, with possession, with a throw, 8 minutes to go. England trying to spend those 8 minutes on the front foot.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Both teams look very, very tired, I must say. The Danes have joined us a little bit. Obviously the pitch probably has had something to to say in that.
It is a heavy pitch at the end of a long, hard season. Denmark did fade late on in their game against Slovenia, as we mentioned earlier. Can England capitalise on something similar happening here? Rice caught in possession, just dallying on the ball in the midfield. One back by Skov Olsen, down towards Ba. Played forward down the right-hand touchline. Denmark using the full width of the pitch, but Skov Olsen was going to run out of room pretty rapidly. And then Ba has dispossessed Gahey, and he's inside the penalty area with two to his left. And a brilliant sliding recovery change from Mark Gahey keeps England's parity intact. He made the error. He bailed himself out of the nick of time.
Yeah, he did, but I tell you what, Declan Rice has played a big part in that. He'd give the ball away further up the pitch, then he's given a shortish pass to Gahey, who probably should have just cleared it, but he's tried to keep it alive, and a wonderful recovery by him.
First Danish corner of the second half. And it's going to be taken on the right flank. No Eriksson to bend these in now. Swung in towards the edge of the 6-yard box, and it took a horrible bounce and throwing himself at it. Christensen has deflected it over the bar. Big chance.
I'll tell you what, when we look at that again, our heart will be in our mouth. It was a decent ball. It bounced just in front of him, right on the 6-yard box, and he's hooked it from underneath it and got it way over the bar. Great opportunity.
He's only ever scored 3 international goals, Christensen. He might have made it 4 there. Denmark again have got it back cheaply. Gallagher on the edge of the penalty area, and a shot goes wide of Pickford's top right-hand corner. Really good attempt.
Jim, we're hell-bent.
They just need to desperately calm things down.
We're hell-bent on giving the opposition a lift up and a goal at the moment. That's 2 occasions we give the ball away awfully in bad areas. I thought that was closer than it actually was. Southgate just pointing both fingers to his temple, saying, come on, let's think. Team, look, they literally, to a man, look as though there's no energy in the group at all.
5 minutes remain. 1-1 the score. Denmark will clatter the ball upfield again. Poulsen, Gahey, they're going to be shoved, and then just dropped off to make sure that he could pick up the seconds. He's been able to do that now. Finds Kyle Walker. And originally Spain to come. The build-up for that game in Gelsenkirchen from 7:30. Kick-off at 8 here on TalkSport, but plenty of time for England reaction from Gareth Southgate, from the players, and from you, Adrian and Stu, for the full-time whistle here through to 7:30. Then on the sports bar from 10. Ball play for by England through the midfield. Coming to meet is Anderson, has had a decent second half. Been played out by Damsgaard to the Danish left-hand side for Mæhle. Mæhle has caused real problems pushing forward from wing-back since switching flanks. Now worked out towards the Danish right-hand side for Ba, who will chase after it. He's done no favours at all by the quality of the pass. And will roll over the line and out of play for an England throw in their left-back position.
Yeah, you just can't help thinking that this final whistle can't come quick enough for England. They'll grab this point and move on and say it's a positive point on the performance, definitely.
A win sees them win the group. A draw sees them top the group. They'll be a point clear, or 2 points clear of both Slovenia and Denmark. Eza. Turn it back towards the edge of his own penalty area. Hit Poulsen. Gallagher brings it forward. Yellow card is shown for a poor challenge by Nørgaard. Just about his first contribution since coming on, Christian Nørgaard. And he's the 3rd Danish player to have his name taken. Conor Gallagher, the only England player booked today. England will be able to bring the ball forward up the right-hand side, but don't get too far because Højbjerg, a real candidate for the man of the match, stuck his foot in and won it back. Now Poulsen down towards the right-hand side for Anderson. Denmark by and large playing with a back 5 rather than a 3 now, just keeping Ba at home. Still maybe giving a little bit of licence to push forward down the left. 3 minutes to go. And here is Mæhle again, controlling it, working it back inside for Yannick Vestergaard. England haven't been able to expose the perceived deficiencies of Vestergaard, who has moved back out to the left of the 3 centre-halves latterly since Bukayo Saka went off. Vestergaard's got him again, turns it towards halfway, coming to meet it is Gahey, and Powelson's fouled him. Free kick to England, pretty much on the centre spot, Stu. 2.5 to go.
Yeah, once again Gahey done well there, got first contact on that and drew the foul. And England, I'm not sure they're looking to try and win this game, just hopefully not trying to lose the game is more in their body language.
1-1 the score. Spotting the ball down and just asking for clarification. Do you want it taken there or do you want it to get taken there? That all eats up valuable seconds. Now he's waving with his gloved left hand at the England players on the edge of the penalty area and eventually works it short for Walker. Walker will drive it forward, but Walker's hit it with the pace that Pickford should have hit his with. And it's just sailed past Stones and everybody and has gone out of play. Gareth Southgate again, shown on the TV screens, clearly mouths the word, relax. This is another England performance, whatever happens from here. Whether this ends up 2-1 England, 2-1 Denmark, or there are no further goals. This is a performance they will need to get out of the system. And it's giving Gareth plenty to think about. I'm not sure he'll sleep too well tonight after this. Schmeichel with the clearance on the goal kick as we approach the 90th minute here on TalkSport. Powelson flicks it on. Gahey protects the path of the ball back for his goalkeeper Jordan Pickford, who again makes that calming hand gesture. 1-1 in the grand scheme of this group is not a bad result for England. But the performance has been lacklustre with a capital L. Eze goes back towards Rice. Rice to Gahey. Gahey inside his own penalty area for the goalkeeper. And now he will look to play out to the right-hand side of the penalty area. And Stuart, you've almost got your head in your hands with this.
You're damn right I have. At the moment we're passing it. And wow, we've got absolutely no idea what we were trying to achieve just then. All we were trying to achieve basically was drawing the Danes onto us slowly but surely. Wow,
Stones ended up playing it forward, not the best ball, but it took a deflection, went out for an England throw. So they'll run the clock down a little bit more. Walker with the throw towards halfway. Bowen going up for it. Eze just got clumped on the back of the head, and it's a free kick to England on halfway. Are they going to try and go direct with this one, or are they going to work it short again? 3 minutes of added time. They have worked it short to Gahey. Bellingham been caught in possession, though he hasn't. It was a foul, but he very nearly was, and there was the potential for Scott Olsen to be clean through had the referee not found in his favour.
Well, Jude Bellingham dropped to the halfway line, got the ball at his feet, and then decided to walk with it, not thinking that any of the Danes looking at him might think, hang on, I'm going to go and take this off you.
Pickford again, wasting time. Gahey taking the free kick across the edge of the centre circle, down towards Stones, far towards the edge of the penalty area looking for Watkins. Denmark will be able to bring it away with Scott Olsen. High right-footed ball forward towards halfway. Gahey coming to meet it. He's caught Powelson and wins the free kick. And England had taken that too quickly. And after Diaz, the referee said to John Stones, no, needed to spot the ball down. It was moving and taken from the wrong half of the field. Powelson's furious, but it's another free kick to England.
A definite free kick. I mean, basically, Gahey's the one on the front foot. He's the one going to deal with the ball. Powelson just took him out.
Well, a late goal from a free kick here would paper over a fair few cracks from an England perspective. This one, I don't think will be worked short. Pickford to take it, just lofting it towards the edge of the penalty area. First contact from a Danish player, so is the second. Cleared back towards Trippier inside the centre circle, and deeper from him to Pickford. Denmark push up, condense the play, trying to play England offside. They haven't managed that as Pickford launches a long ball forward, not quite long enough. Gallagher going in for it in the midfield with Mæhle, and Mæhle can come away with it. Now towards Nørgaard, who can turn neatly. To his right-hand side for Christensen. Christensen plays it down towards the Danish right-hand side for Park. Chip forward towards the edge of the penalty area. 1-1 in stoppage time here on TalkSport. And England get another free kick for an over-exuberant challenge from the Danish forward like Scott Olsen that time. And a free kick that's been run by Kieran Trippier. Free kick taken by Gahey to Pickford. Again, in absolutely no hurry to get the ball forward, England.
I'm astounded, Jim, how drained our players look. I really am. They're absolutely flat on their feet. And all they're doing is encouraging the Danes to come on to us.
20 seconds to go. Bellingham, forward. Eza trying to take it in his stride on the edge of the penalty area. Eza working it square. Almost broke Jarrod Bowen's way. Didn't quite. Denmark clear it. Stones brings it forward. Stones clipping it right in the last seconds of the game here. Into Walker and back again. Into Gallagher and back again. Into Declan Rice. And that is the end of the game. Boos and whistles. Greet the full-time whistle. It's a positive result for England in that it keeps them top of the group. Not a positive performance. If anything, lulling future opponents into a false sense of security. England mentally and physically drained, not able to perform of their best in any shape or form. They led, sat back, got caught, hung on, and it's finished 1-1.